You can introduce me anytime. Again, my name is Nicole Robinson. I'm CEO of the YWCA of Metro Chicago, and I am on 10. I've already called it. Today is going to be history-making, groundbreaking, epic, from the performers to just everything. I'm just overwhelmed. So thank you for being here today. You could be doing a lot of things, but you made a choice. Someone invited you. You donated money, you bought a ticket, you bought a table, whatever you did to make today what it is today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are amazing. Now, clap for yourself. Yeah, clap for yourself. I love that. I love that. Now, in considering today's theme, my source for the best unfiltered, authentic advice is my mom, Eulalia Robinson. Now, she is here today. She's not going to stand up. She told me, don't do that. So we won't do that. But she delivers advice with heart and humor, and often in clever ways. So clever that you might think that she had a Twitter account. Now, trust me, she doesn't. She doesn't. She stays off social media. But she raised my brother and I as a single parent, a self-employed hairstylist. It's an occupation that would spark her creativity. It would offer her flexibility and really just a great means to take care of us. She tried other jobs like working at the bank. I know there's some bankers in the room. She worked nights. But when she did that, she was never afforded the grace of sick days. She was never afforded the grace of flexibility. She was never afforded the grace of a snowstorm in Chicago on public transportation because we didn't have a car, right? We took the train and the bus to get everywhere, so it was unpredictable. But she worked hard. She is one of the hardest working people that I know. Her work ethic is unparalleled. It is. But what we all kind of know now, maybe we didn't know it back then, but we know that hard work isn't enough. We can work 24 hours a day and not be able to put things together to make ends meet. So we occasionally relied on public benefits to fill the gaps. No shame in that. Your taxpayer dollars, I think it turned out okay. Now, my mom, she was a fierce protector of us, and I've learned so much from her about the values that we need to carry into the future. She reminds me of so many people who turn to the YWCA for services, people who make trade-offs every day. But when I think about this equitable future, I wonder if we just stop asking people to make so many trade-offs, but we build a path for them to trade up. And what would that look like? What if we were fierce protectors of each other? Kind of like my mom took care of my brother and I. What if we did that for each other? Right? What would that look like? So we need an equitable future that works for everyone, and that's what this is about, helping families trade up, setting our sights for where we want to go, and how collectively we can break through the status quo. It's about highlighting the role that women and young people are playing in advancing the dream of an equitable future. You're going to hear from the twins later about that. It's about shining a light on the needs and lifting the voices of the unsung in our economy, in our culture, and in our political spaces. When we arrive to this future, I imagine that education is high quality for every single person. I imagine that from young adults to early learners, it's just a remarkable space to learn, and it's affordable. Really, it's just free. In this equitable future, creators and thought leaders like Avery R. Young and Tracy Hall, the playwrights, the performers, they are critiqued but not banned, celebrated but never shunned. They are heard and not dismissed. They bring the stories that are a window into who we are, not who we are threatened by. In this equitable future, all women, especially Black women like myself, trans women, women who are invisible to a lot of people, women who are the most physically assaulted in our city. And not at night at 2 a.m. We're physically assaulted in broad daylight, on the train, on the bus, in the grocery store. We're free. We're free from that violence, and that means that so is everyone. In this equitable future, economic opportunity is not a birthright, it's a human right. And we exchange this idea of rugged individualism and the hoarding of opportunity for shared prosperity, for deep curiosity, respect for diversity, empathy for one another, and general civility. It's a future where the richness of our resource and the abundance takes on new meanings. Maybe our hearts are fuller than our bank accounts. It's a future where the sustainability of our city is contingent on the future of our youth. It's a future where there is peace and everyone is welcome. Now, the skeptics in the room, I know there might be a few of you guys who are saying, that's lofty, Nicole. I acknowledge it's been a difficult year for women. It's been a difficult year for our economy. It's been a difficult year for racial equity. But no, my hope is fueled by the YWCA team, the people in this room, from our clinical therapists who help individuals heal from trauma, to our youth development experts, unleashing the potential in preschoolers and preteens, to our team members spreading the gospel of a new wealth in entrepreneurship, in workforce. Their expertise runs deep and wide. We have youth whisperers. We have data mavens. We have trauma treatment experts. We have workplace warriors. We have business boosters. We have it all at the YWCA. My hope is fueled by them. My hope is fueled by our largest stakeholders, people in community. There's a woman named Miss Jackson. She lives in Woodlawn, and there's someone like her in every community where the YWCA provides services. That's who I'm responsible for. They're my boss. That's who I turn to inspire what it is that we do at the YWCA. So I leave you with this. The stories of today's honorees are amazing. See them as inspiration. See them as what is possible. Kathy, our heart and head CEO. Tracy, the protector of our freedom to learn, to think, to grow. Dr. Christina, the champion for children and families. She was doing this before she served in the mayor's office. And the Pierce twins, you're our hope. You are. So you have a story too, one that is important to how we'll make good on this promise of an equitable future. As supporters and allies of the YWCA, I look forward to learning your stories, to hearing from you, to hear how they intersect with today's honorees and how they intersect with our mission. It's through that we will build this equitable future. So thank you for being in solidarity with us today. And with that, it's now time to kick off our awards presentation, and you'll see the video from our outstanding leader of business, Kathy.